Hi everyone, welcome to a new TBR. I am so excited this month to use again my little prompts to choose my August TBR. I think I was pretty good last month at reading what my TBR was. So I think I'm once again gonna choose 5 books with my prompts and then 3 books on my own. Let's start. So the first one is book with a place in the title. I just watched on my Goodreads to be sure that there is only one book that I currently own that has a place in the title, and it is not a book I was expecting to read. I don't know how I feel about it, but it's Malibu Rising. This is literally the only book I own with a place in the title. I own it on my Kindle. I tried reading that book once and it did not go well. I just was not feeling it. Well, the first book is Malibu Rising. Yay! A book starting with S. With an S. Why that letter specifically? We have a lot of books and only one that I own in physical form, so I'm obviously gonna go more towards this one, but I still want to tell you every single one. So with an S we have Savage Lover by Sophie Lark, which I am excited to continue because I loved the Brutal Prince series for now. Then we have Scarred by Emily McIntyre. I tried studying that one and it's in a different setting than the first book I read, so I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it or not, so I didn't really read it for now. Then we have The Senator's Wife. I still have not read it. It was on my TBR for last month. We have Shadow and Bone, which I think I want to do a reading vlog of. I don't know, tell me if you would be interested in this, but I don't know how I feel about this and I need to check if it's the first book I should read or if there is another one before that. Then we have The Silent Patient, Spare, and The Stolen Her. And I don't feel like reading any of those. And the only book starting with an S that I actually own is The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I think this one is a thriller. It's actually written by a man, and I don't typically read books written by men. I realized that I mainly read book written by a woman. You can tell that I tried reading this one and I only went to chapter 4. I think it is a thriller, a mix of Agatha Christie, Downton Abbey, and A Day Without End. So this is the first physical books we have. A book cover that matches the colors of your outfit. This is light blue and white. I have one that is kind of blue. Like, is this working? Do we feel like this is working? I kind of really want to read this one. I'm gonna say it will pass. It is the second book in the Mortal Instruments series. It is City of Ashes, and I kind of really want to read that one, so I'm gonna say this works. It's blue and white if you don't watch the rest. We kind of have similar theme, really. A book with a name in the title. I know, and I've been pushing it back for a long time, but I know it's time to finally read it, and it's The Wall of Winnipeg and Me. This is a very scary looking book, and I started reading it. Once again, this is a real pattern with me. I went to page 200 and we have another girly bookmark. Winnipeg is his name, so wait, is it his name? It's not his name. I think it's where he's from. Oh fuck, what is Winnipeg? Alright, so sorry for if Dave is Canadian watching this. Winnipeg is a city in Canada. I am going to replace Malibu Rising by The Wall of Winnipeg and Me. I need to find a book with a name in the title. We have To Sir Philip with Love. It is the 5th book in the Bridgerton series. I am not sure I want to read this one because it's about Eloise's story And I have to admit, I am not excited to read this one. But I said the same thing about Benedict and it ended up being my favorite book. So I might just be wrong about all of them. After that, we have biography that I own. We have the Max Verstappen one, Fabio Quartararo. Ooh, we have Magnolia Park, The Long Way Home. This is interesting. I might do this one. I have it on my Kindle. Lewis Hamilton. I can do Harry Potter, but I wanted to read it during the fall more. Oh, we have Circe. I actually own that book. I think it's in the library upstairs. I knew I had it. This is the one. It's small. It's like a really small size compared to this one especially. It is obviously the French version, but I really like the cover. This one is really like dainty and just I like it. We still have to choose a book with the word you in the title. I know which one. This one! It is the second book in the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. It's the same author who did The Samaritan Pretty. I own the entire All the Boys I've Loved Before series because when I was younger the movie came out and I was obsessed with it. So I wanted every single book and I only read the first one. This is the French version still, but the English title is PS, I Still Love You. So it works. And it's great to have a little silly little romance in it because for now I feel like those are kind of heavy book over there. Last choice with the prompts. One word title. I think I had this prompt last month and I wanted to read Becoming by Michelle Obama, which is just here. And I never ended up doing it because, I don't know, I really struggle to read non-fiction books sometimes. I'm gonna look if I own another one or if I have to put this one back in my TBR. Oh, I've been so excited to read this book on my Kindle and it's Guild by Raven Kennedy. I think it is a story retelling. I don't know of what story it is, but I'm pretty sure it is one. I think I'm gonna add this book to my TBR because I've really been looking forward to reading Guild. I really don't feel like reading Becoming right now. On top of that, I'm gonna add 3 books that I personally really want to read this month. The first book is gonna be The White Rose by Amy Ewing. I've read the first book last month in July and I've just been so freaking excited to read it. I wanted to add it to my TBR. I just needed it. I'm gonna put Cress by Marissa Mayer. This is the 3rd book in the Lunar Chronicles series. I've been loving the Lunar Chronicles series for a few months now. I really want to finish the series before September. So obviously Cress is on my soon very top of the list TBR. I would also like to read Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. I think it is a small town romance and everyone was talking about it when it got out and I never read it. So I think the end of summer is the perfect time to read this kind of summer book. It is also on my TBR and this is the last book on my TBR actually. So let's do a little recap because we have a lot of books. In physical form we have The White Rose by Amy Ewing, P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han, Circe by Madeline Miller, The Wall of Winnipeg and Me by Mariana Zapata, The Mortal Instruments City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare, and The Seventh Death of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. And on my Kindle we have Guild by Raven Kennedy, Cress by Marissa Mayer, and Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. I am very excited for the month of August. Just watching what I am planning to read is making me excited to start planning new videos. I hope you had fun watching this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. That would mean so much to me. Leave a comment of what is your next book like, what is on top of your TBR right now, and I will see you very soon for a new video. Bye!